Sup?
Welcome to March.
Yes.
It's currently March, and we're talking
Currently
about March.
and we're doing
Talking
a
about
March
March.
video.
So this is the most up to date we've ever been.
Yes, this is true.
Yay! So today we're gonna talk about our March TBR.
Yay.
Yay!
So we were going to do In the Woods by Tana French because Ireland and Greenish and
Yeah.
you know,
Green things.
but we found out it's like what a five
It's part of a 5
book series. So we're like,
Yeah. No.
what did we say about all the series we already
Well,
have?
right.
open?
My goal was like to try to knock out some of the remaining books in all the series that I've started. So maybe at some point we'll get to that one.
Yeah,
but it's part of a
I mean, I
5 book series.
started it already, so
Oh.
it's. I mean, I'm like only one chapter in,
Oh.
so it seems interesting.
It's a mystery kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
It's like a fictional, like a
Yeah, like a murdery mystery thing.
thriller mystery
kind of thing.
So slightly
A
different.
bunch
than
of
the normal.
kids get lost in the woods, and like one comes back, and then he ends up growing up to be a detective, and I don't know if he ends up solving the case or not, considering
don't
there's
know.
5 books.
Right. They probably track it out to the 5th book.
Who knows? Who knows?
So maybe just read the details of each book and then no. We don't have
So
time for that.
instead,
Yes,
we are
instead.
gonna do the Hazelwood.
The Hazelwood Special Owl Crate Edition.
Not really Irish,
but green.
but very green and naturey,
Yeah.
which is it Irishy in a way. Yeah. So it is.
It's really pretty.
The
Look
owl
how
crate.
pretty.
I still have the little stickers and stuff from the inside.
Oh, so do I. I forgot those came with it. Nice.
Yeah.
I like all the little bonus
Yeah, little-
stuff. So I can't remember. I think this was, what did we say this was, January of last year? I'm
I
not
really
sure.
don't remember.
But as of right now, it's a single
fine.
read along, which is good. I also read this, I think it was Entertainment Weekly, right? I sent you the link a while back.
Sorry, like my book looks damaged
top.
in the top.
Oh, don't even get me started
fine.
on the quality of books.
I mean, it's fine, but
Yeah.
like it's
Anywho,
whatever. It's fine.
Top like 15 YA books with like
Oh, is
thriller / surprise endings. Yeah. So
Oh.
it's like one of those like, hey, oh my god, like must read kind of a thing. So it's gotten me a little more pumped to read it. So this is what we are reading together as our buddy read. Every month we're gonna do one. A lot of them will probably be Owl Crate since we have a lot of Owl Crate books we haven't read.
Yeah, we're trying to get through some of those.
Yeah, there's a lot. I have like 13 left, I think.
I mean, there might be an occasional one that's like not, but
Yeah.
you know, we do want to read all of those eventually anyway. So.
Yeah. And then what are you reading alone?
My read-alongs are, at least for the moment, I have started Emerald Drums of Ireland by I don't know,
Patrick McCabe.
McCabe,
McCabe.
because he has 2 C's in there, so it's
McCabe.
interesting. It's
Mick, he's Irish.
It's kind of like a dark comedy in a way. So far,
My life.
yeah.
Is that a
So
border sticker on the back? That's
yeah,
right?
it is. It is a
Oh
border
man,
sticker.
way back when to
Yeah.
Borders.
I don't think I got it at Borders,
Oh.
but you know,
But it originated
One of
at some
those
point in
things.
its life.
yeah. So
From
I'm gonna
Borders.
read that. Very Irish.
And
as
that's a
well.
fictional, what is that?
Yes. What this?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
fictional account of, you want to give him a blurb?
He pretty
You're not far
much
into it yet.
like. Yeah, I'm only in chapter 1. He.
That's a lot that
He's
happens.
a
in the first
45-year-old man who lives with his mother, and he like wanted to be in a band and like wants to go out drinking with his buds, and she's like no,
chapter. Mommy said
because
no.
she's just like no drinking. It's frowned upon,
Yeah. No.
and
Even
ends
though
up-
he's in his 40s,
yeah,
Mommy
he ends up
says
killing
no.
her.
Yeah.
That'd just be chapter 1. So
Yeah.
so it's kind of like his shenanigans.
It gets
Perfect word.
Yeah, for
Shenanigans.
Irish, yeah. It
through
started
that.
off with a bang. I don't
Yeah.
know if he shot her, but I just wanted to say with a bang.
The only thing I know is that he buried her in like the garden.
Fertilizer makes the flowers grow. Thoughtful. Okay.
So that's about all I know so far.
And then what else?
Yeah, and then I'm also reading The Rendezvous and Other Stories. It's like a short story collection by Patrick O'Brien. So
Side note, it's interesting that it's O'Brian instead of
instead
EN.
of,
Because normally you see Whoops, hello,
So
there I am.
apparently a lot
Like
of
O'Brien potatoes.
Patricks
Yeah.
in the world of
I mean,
the Irish.
We Irish people like the name better.
Apparently.
It's a common name. I'm like this much Irish.
I've only gotten. I'm supposedly Irish. I don't know yet. Eventually, I'll get around to one of those little
It's a
DNA
mystery.
tests.
I think you're Greek, but anyway,
I think it's a lot of things.
mayhaps Italian. Go ahead.
I'm a mutt.
You're not a
Sure.
mutt.
Yeah.
I hate when people say that,
Well, that's what I am.
even for aminals. Okay. So what is this about? The rendezvous?
So
Is there a meeting of some sort? I would imagine with the name.
I
like
don't
that.
know. That's one of the. That's like in the middle of the book as one of the short stories.
So
I've
short
read
story,
like
okay.
I've read like 3 of them. I'm not sure how I feel about it so far. Like, I get that they're short stories, but they don't really seem to have a point.
Well, okay.
And they're very, very, very detailed.
Is that
on,
the fishing
like,
one?
Yeah, on very like
That's the-
mundane events.
No,
And like, so the first 2 are about like fishing and catching a fish.
my favorite.
And then there was like a hunting one, and then one where
Also
somebody
not my
found some gold.
Okay, now you got me with
Yeah,
the gold.
the gold one was okay.
Wait, is there a leprechaun?
He was not a leprechaun.
How do you know? Is it?
I finished it, and there was no leprechaun.
See that just.
However, I
how do
mean-
you call yourself Irish? Well, maybe.
I
there's
mean,
some in
maybe there was a leprechaun
Maybe.
because
Maybe you missed
the man found the gold, and then on his way back home, it says he ran into the person who owned the gold,
it. So
and
you
then
tripped
that was
over a little man that looked like the Lucky Charms
you,
guy.
you got no description,
Oh,
and then that was the end of the story.
okay.
That
Well.
he just ran into the guy, and that was the end. So I don't know what happened.
Okay, well that's interesting. Also
Yeah.
from Borders, I noticed. That's
Yes,
funny.
this was not mine. This was a book that I got from a relative that had passed away in one of his collections of books.
Yeah.
So I can see why he liked it. He was a very like well-traveled man and was
Photographer.
very into like nature. Speaking of which,
Yeah, a little bit of a
is-
glare, but
this is one of his photos.
it's really cool.
Maybe I'll show it in further detail maybe after I've read these
Yeah.
and did a review kind of thing.
It's really cool. It's very green.
But yeah,
And very
so
detailed.
I'm probably gonna try to read. There's like I don't know 27 short stories in here,
Okay.
so I'll probably read a couple a day.
I was gonna say, and you could pick and choose if you're just not feeling it. Like you don't have to
Well,
necessarily.
one of them
finish it,
is like
you know?
literally a page
Oh,
and like 2 pages.
okay, so that's easy.
Yeah,
That's
so
easy,
they're
yeah.
pretty quick if they're not weird.
Yeah.
But short stories are always kind of
And then
weird.
what's that called again?
The
Rendezvous.
The Rendezvous and Other Stories.
Okay.
The Rendezvous is somewhere in the middle,
Okay.
so we'll get to that one eventually.
Got it. Okay. And then the last one.
And then the last one, I mean, I don't.
Maybe you will. Maybe you
It's
won't.
kind of a maybe. It's very like,
It's green.
yeah, it's green. It has shamrocks on the back.
Yeah, can't get much more Irish than
It's
that.
about a 13-year-old who meets leprechauns. So
There's
very
the
very
leprechaun.
Irish.
Okay, there's one. Is there beer drinking? Are they drinking beer?
I hope not. She's 13, so
Well,
we're gonna.
maybe the parents.
I
or
mean, maybe.
somebody.
She gets whisked away into the land of clovers and gold by the leprechauns.
Is this like a YA or a juvenile?
It's a young.
Oh, I see
so
on the
like,
back. It says yearling.
Yeah,
You might be cool.
10 and up. So
Okay.
like, I don't know, like.
Well, you're up from 10. You're more than 10.
Yeah.
You're more than that many.
So
You're more
it's
than-
It's a book that I had gotten on like, I think Book Outlet,
Yeah.
real cheap, and I was just like,
Yeah.
ooh,
It
green.
sounds cute though. I don't
Like-
mean to insult it.
Yeah, I was like,
It's not
and
more
those
for
are
kids,
little-
but it sounds cute.
little-
It might be
little
good.
chamois rocks on there too.
Yes.
But I thought it would be like a cool
A quick read.
St. Patrick's Day kind
Yeah.
of story. I think I got it a couple years ago to read for St. Patrick's Day, and then I just never got around to it.
Yeah.
So I may read that one real quick. I
Oh,
mean, it's like 300 pages, but they're very.
Okay. It's big writing.
I think it's gonna be super quick because
Yeah.
it's more aimed towards juvenile
Yeah.
kind of thing. But yeah, there's
I
that.
almost said delinquents.
Delinquents.
There might be
Wow.
some juvenile
I mean, they are
delinquents reading.
taking gold, so
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, we don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, are you reading
Yeah.
anything?
So
Yeah.
this is not Irish theme. I have the arc of. It's called The Island of Sea Women by Lisa C. I have not read any of her things. But now that I work at Barnes and Noble, yay! Anybody who
Are
lives
you
in.
allowed to say that?
Yeah, of course I am.
Okay, sure.
I am the event coordinator. That's the easy way of saying. At Barnes and Noble, it's like you pay me to talk about books all day?
It's
Yes.
pretty much a good
Yes,
job.
please. Anyway, so there's a book club and I volunteered to do it. So this is the ARC. This comes out March 19th. And it's not Irishy at all. It's the story of these Korean women. It's a multi-generational story of the women who, I can't remember how to pronounce the title of what they do, but they're basically female fisherwomen who go out and they fish and they scuba dive and they have to learn how to control their breath, literally diving without diving apparatus, without oxygen, with all of the tanks, which is really, really cool.
Ironically, this weekend.
Did you do this weekend?
No.
You didn't tell me.
No, but
I was working, I was
ironically,
busy.
like a family friend of mine is not Korean, but like Japanese, and
Yeah.
I met. I've met her before, but I went to his sister's house, and she is actually a scuba diver instructor. So I didn't even know.
Does
that.
she live here? Because I would maybe want to talk
Yeah,
to her.
she lives in like Western Springs.
She's Korean. She's what?
She's Japanese.
She's Japanese.
Yeah.
Obviously
Yeah.
different nationality, but maybe
I thought she
could
was.
get- that's interesting though, the timing
Yeah,
with that.
she
you know?
is an occupational therapist,
Okay.
but she does this as like a
hobby.
side job hobby.
In the summer?
Yeah.
That's
So
cool.
had I known that's what that was about, I may have asked her more questions.
Yeah, that's
I
well,
forgot
you
about
know,
that.
There's a chance.
Yeah, but yeah. Anyway, continue.
Yeah. So it's interesting because it's talking about these women who have to, you know, basically it's like a role reversal, which I find interesting. I'm only about 25 pages in. But they go out and they're kind of the hunter-gatherers, if you will. They fish, they go out and they get the food, and the husbands stay home with the kids. I was like, yes.
What time frame is this?
So, and it goes over time in Korea. It's going to span the 30s, the 40s, into World War II.
Now, is this like a realistic, like fiction?
It is.
Like, was this something that were there actual women that did this?
It's based on, yes, it's based on actual people who do this. There is a co-worker of mine who is Korean as well. I don't know her that well, but she saw the book and she mentioned that she was aware of this and this is a real thing and it was kind of cool. So I was kind of excited though to do this because this is completely outside of my wheelhouse. My father was very
not
much
the usual
into
YA.
No, not
Yeah.
at all. And I was like, you know, this is cool. So I'm doing this for the book club, but it's more of the story of two girls from kind of, I think, different backgrounds. The cover is gorgeous, and I just think it's going to be something really different to see the roles. The main character that starts off the story is like 80-something years old, still spry as can be, still diving with everybody and diving with different generations of girls. And she's saying how there's other people on the beach that are like in their 80s and 90s and they're still out there. And I mean,
And
what
this
I've
is the 30s
seen,
and 40s, yeah. Okay.
yeah, and what I've seen, I don't know a ton about Asian culture, but what I've seen kind of generalized is that Asians as a whole, they live longer, they take better care of themselves, they eat better, they exercise, they have a healthy lifestyle. So I could easily see someone in their 80s or 90s out on the beach going through like the seaweed and doing the different kinds of things that they do related to the sea work. So yeah, I'm really excited, and to have the arc of it was really cool. Like I said, it comes out March 19th. I'm hoping to
Yeah, you have the arc.
have a review right after that. I don't know how different the final product is going to be from the arc, but by leading this discussion next month, I will see the difference. So I will probably do a review video of it next month after I've had the study group or the book club with it through Barnes & Noble. And it's a universal kind of thing, at least as far as I know. Every Barnes & Noble is doing it. It's on their website. So yeah, it's really different. I'm really excited. Something completely different from what I
Do you know
read.
a lot about the author at all?
No, she has written other things.
Okay.
I have not read anything by her.
So I wonder if she's like married. Like, this is her. Yeah.
Lisa C.
Yeah. I wonder if she's married to like.
A Korean? Is that what you're wondering? or
Yeah, I was trying to read it in here
But,
to see
yeah.
if maybe it said something. Because, like,
Yeah.
it looks like all of her books have, like, an Asian theme to them.
okay.
Because it's, like, The Tea Girl of Hummingbird Lane, Snowflower and the Secret Fan,
Okay.
Peony in Love, Shanghai Girls, China Dolls, and Dreams of Joy.
Okay, so she delves
Yeah.
into Asian culture.
Talks about
Okay.
a Chinese family settlement in Los
Yeah.
Angeles.
I haven't read her bio, to be honest with you, and I have not read her stuff yet. So, but when I picked it up and volunteered to do the book club,
She was
so
named
many people were telling me how good she is. Like, oh,
National
right.
Woman of the Year by the Organization of Chinese American Women.
Okay, so
So
she's-
maybe she has
she must have a
some
really
in
good,
there,
yeah.
or she is married to somebody.
Yeah, and she must have a really good
Concept
take
of,
or insight into the different cultures. So I'm excited about it. We'll see if it meets my expectations. I'm not really sure what to expect. I went into it not knowing much about it at all. I literally was like, oh, it's so pretty. And I was like, oh, the cover's gorgeous. It's Asian culture. Let me try something different. So that's what I'm going to read. So obviously not Irish, but I already have the green book, the Hazelwood. So that's what I'm going to be reading in March, and I will do a review of that. And we are planning to, I don't know, this month or maybe in April as well, do a review on the Hazelwood. We'll see. I've heard nothing
hope
but good things about
To get
this. So.
I hope to finish and then do a review for all of the books for March, at
All of
least
the
by
things.
the end of March.
Yeah.
That's the goal. We're trying to do that whole thing.
Yeah,
But, you
we'll
know,
see what happens.
we'll see.
Because you never know.
Life.
Anything else to say about March?
No.
That's it. We're keeping it down to, well, you've got multiple that you're going to ping pong between.
Yeah.
I just want to be able to
I will
read this for funsies, but
Yeah.
also be able to do a really comprehensive review on it. So I'm going to be reading this one first and probably finish off the month with this guy. I'm listening to this on audiobook so far. It's interesting, and I think it's going to be really good. Heard nothing
Yeah,
but good
I mean,
things.
I'm definitely gonna finish Hazelwood and this guy for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like it's probably gonna be a pretty quick read, so I will probably end up doing a video with
A
these
review.
guys.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's it.
That is it for March.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Thanks for
watching.
watching,
See you
guys.
next time.
Bye.
Bye.